All right, here I am. Hello, everyone. Hello, Chit. Let me make sure chat's coming through here. I gotta reset my chat real quick. Let me get my Chit all set up here before we dive into Lollipop. It's good to see you. I guess every time I do chat, it comes up with a new unique URL, so that's okay. I gotta minimize that. Chit, I will get you on the screen. You're important to me. All right. Now we've got Chit. Let's see if it works now. All right. Hey, we got Mistress Dove in there. See, Chit's working. Okay, perfect. Cool stream, says Andrew Erickson. Welcome to the cool stream with the cool background. I'm gonna show you guys what I've done to my room here. Look at this addition. Do you see him? Do you see him up there? In all of his silk glory, right there. Good old Dante from Devil May Cry. TM. I had to get him on there. How's that? A little too high, a little too low. Hi guys, how's it going? Good to see you. Dad outfit or bust? Yeah, I've got a lot of outfits. I've unlocked pretty much everything except for most of the family ones, and then like the shell bikini that's 99 silver medals. So I'm gonna be going through hard mode. I've beaten this game a number of times. I'm maxed out in all my stats, but I'm missing a few hard mode zombies. So you can only get, I think it's like, there's 10 exclusive zombies to hard mode. And those are the named zombies. So they're featured zombies. So they only appear in hard mode. So I got to take those out. And then there's some hard mode lollipops that I have to collect. So I've never been through hard mode on Lollipop Chainsaw. And I hear it can be kind of brutal because monsters block, or they'll get in like one of those sword battles with you, like in Mad World. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I'm working on a Lollipop Chainsaw video. I figured I'd do a little B-sides before I did something huge. And one of the last things I have to do in Lollipop is play through it on hard mode, so I figured I'd do that. We got Nicholas in here, Dad outfit or bust. We got Mistress Dove smoking sexy style. Wowzer says escape skeleton. The High School of the Dead, you mean High School of the Dead? Outfits are badass, especially the purple-haired one. Yeah, I liked High School of the Dead. Did it only get like 2 seasons? I think I saw one of them. One thing you'll note, I wrote it in the stream description there. I'm not playing with the licensed music on, so it's just going to be like Juliet and whatever the stock music is. You know, the stuff that Akira Yamaoka composed. Mainly because if I play with the licensed music, they will block the stream in different countries, so my international peeps won't be able to watch. Anyway, how's it going, Chet? How's your day? I'm doing fantastic. I've never felt more good in my life. I really kept up with my exercise regimen. Been doing the 5-mile runs every other day. I might have to bump it up a little bit, but I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling good. The High School of the Dead author died, apparently. Well, why doesn't he come back? Why doesn't he turn into a zombie and finish the series? That's sad. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So let's make sure. Yeah, I can't play the music. I wish they just would have like a licensed music toggle button so I wouldn't have to like create a whole playlist. So I might have to just do that and pick out the Yamaoka tracks. So we'll do that so it won't be completely silent. Difficulty. Oh wait, let me show you right here in Juliet's room what we're going for. So I think I've unlocked all the concept art, so that's done. Maybe there's like a few other ones that you get like whenever you beat it on hard mode. Yeah, so whatever these are will probably come out soon. I'm looking to finish my zombie album. So I've got, I think it's like 10 or so that are on hard mode. So we'll encounter them as we go. Beyond that, I think these are like special lollipops that you can get on hard mode. So I've unlocked pretty much everything else. These are for nothing. Like, they really don't give you anything. They're just for fun. They're just stupid little things that Pseudo wrote for each of the Lollipop descriptions, but I've never gotten them all, so I'm at 60% right now. Anyway, right now, normal. We're going to crank it up to, to hard mode. So here's all the different ones. Easy mode, you get the chickens. Normal, hard, and then there's very hard. But I'm not going to be messing with that today, okay? I'm just trying hard mode, getting the zombies, and we'll just go from there. How's it going? We got 18 people in here for a short notice stream. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to get into this right now. I was just going to do this on my own, just play it by myself, but I'm like, why not have a little stream with you guys? So this is Lollipop Chainsaw, released in 2012. It was a collaboration between Warner Brothers, Kadokawa Games, and Grasshopper Manufacturer, aka Suda51. Features the writing talents of James Gunn, the musical talents of Akira Yamaoka, and Little Jimmy Urine from Mindless Self-Indulgence. I really enjoy this game quite a bit. It's one of Suda's most focused games, and I think it benefits it. I think it's even more focused than No More Heroes. So we've got a lot of different outfits to choose from. So chat, I'm going to let you vote if you got a favorite. We got the sexy rider suit, the normal cheerleader, American casual, American cheerleader, purple pride uniform, date night, bunny costume, crash helmet, Cordelia, Rosalind's. I don't think I have dads yet. We got mom. We got Busujima, Psycho. I think she's from High School of the Dead. We got Haruna from Is This a Zombie? I love that anime. You guys have probably seen it in some of my videos. We got the Shiro costume. We got a whole bunch. These are all like all the sexy ones, and I think like one of them's the DLC exclusive. There's a few that are DLC exclusive. What is up with that $10 super chat? Andrew Erickson, more streams equals more better. You're going to be seeing a lot more for sure in the downtime that I have. So yeah, I'll throw on the bunny one right now. So I got to vote for Shiro.
Oh man.
This is what the bunny one looks like. I got to vote for Shiro. Any holdouts? We got Haruna. We got a tie between Shiro and Haruna. Personally, I like Haruna. This is what the Shiro one looks like. We got another for Haruna.
Oh my god, you're so pretty.
Yeah, so this is Shiro. I'm not down with that. I'm going Haruna. It's more fitting for Haruna.
Wow. You're too hot.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the Haruna costume. And then I'll look for the Yamaoka playlist and we'll get some music piping through here. Donations should go towards importing the Japanese deluxe edition. I looked into getting the Japanese version. There's 3 different Japanese versions. One's a censored one, one's a standard one, and one's the Valentine's Day edition.
Oh my god!
Alright, so I'm going to skip these. Let's try and get my best music here. Anything that has like, let's clear all of them. So I think this should be fine as long as it doesn't have another artist on there. Are they not playing? Okay, well, we'll just do all the Yamaoka tracks. Cannibalism, Zombie Festival. Drink your blood after a workout sounds pretty good. Okay. Oh, I know why. I gotta turn up the music here. now we gotta play that music. There we go. We got some Yamaoka piping in. Alright, you guys ready to do this? What's up? Chem Psychopath in there? We got Azure, Nicholas. Yeah, Valentine's Day edition. Hard mode, here we go.
Jeez, it sucks when things explode. I need to find Nick. Alright!
Sparkle hunting is whenever you kill zombies in combination. And you get these silver medals, which you can use to unlock all sorts of cool shit. But, I'm gonna be relying on what they call the Holy Chainsaw, which is like this crazy combo that is 5 buttons long, but it's got an insane reach, so you'll be seeing a lot of that. That's what it looks like, and it just sweeps all around. Chem Psychopath, yeah, the funny thing is, they hired Akira Yamaoka, and he did a ton of tracks for this, but it's just drowned out by all the licensed music. And if they just released this game without the licensed music, because I have a feeling that's why it's taking so long, it would be just as good, I think.
Be safe or be sorry. Hold it right there, you zombie jerk. I'll help you.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's try that ground sweep. Ooh, they're already ganging up on me. Okay, back up, back up. Ooh. Yeah, they don't mess around in hard mode, man. I'm already down like a chunk of my health.
Awesome.
I thought he was dead.
Pretty zombie.
Great outfit choice. Thank you, Frankie. I enjoy that anime.
Be careful.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Switch port. You know, Nintendo might be the only one with enough guts to release it.
Whoa.
God knows you probably wouldn't see this on a Sony platform. Alright, so, in hard mode, you only get 1 lollipop at a time. In normal mode, you get 5. So, every time I get a lollipop, I'm just gonna use it. There's no point in stocking them. I think there's frequent checkpoints in this, so it's not going to be terrible, but we'll see. I'm gonna die. There's no doubt about it. Especially at the baseball part.
Smoked, bro.
I'll rip out your taint.
I'll rip out
Great.
your tank.
This isn't gonna be as easy as I thought. Hey, her! Don't be looking at my skirt.
Okay, how do I do this? I think it's... Yeah, there we go. That spin attack is amazing. Did I tell you guys that I'm going to try and win an Xbox Series X? I got this big game plan. Maybe I'll tell you some other time after I'm done with it.
Don't move.
If I win the Series X, I'll tell you the story. Because I don't want to give it all away. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna turn off Hey Mickey. So whenever Juliet gets her special, once her special gauge is filled, I can activate Mickey mode. Hey Mickey, you're so fine. That's unfortunate though if I have the music on. It may throw up one of those copyright flags there.
Hooray!
I always look around for gold medals, even though I really don't need them.
I'll share, Nick.
But there we go. See, that's one of the hidden suckers. So that was a golden sucker. Hard mode, I think, has 10 or so. So I'll just be looking out for those. So I got the first one.
We gotta deliver them eggs.
Watch out!
We gotta deliver them eggs.
Come on, get away from me.
All right.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Let me boost up my gain just a little bit there. So, one of the main objects here to winning in Lollipop Chainsaw is to decapitate your foes. Your zombies, you can cut off their limbs and all that good stuff, but until you get their heads off, it doesn't really count. Until you see that sparkle pop. So I got 3 in a row there. That's a sparkle hunt. It's really difficult to do sparkle hunting in hard mode because enemies are so tanky that it's hard to whittle them down. Because you gotta whittle them down until they get dizzy, and then you can go straight into sparkle hunting.
Well, we got these ones. I see a whole fleet of these undead bastards incoming. Meet me up ahead.
So far, so good, but I imagine a lot of NPCs are gonna die at my expense on this one. This guy always dies every time I play normal mode, because the moment we go through this gate, he's gonna get ambushed. Alright, I'm gonna try and clear out this mob. This mob is tough, but I got Mickey mode.
Looking good. Sweet!
Fuck off, get away.
There we go.
Cool!
But see, look, he's getting mobbed over there. Woo! 7 zombies! That never happens. That was an insane combo, guys. You don't even know how rare that is. That almost never happens.
Your goal.
Woo! I'm getting bombarded. And then we'll just whatever, bro. I got extremely lucky there. Oh no, we got separated. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Lollipop because there's another one over there. I'm really not even aiming for combos. I just want to make it through this. Yeah, boy. I want that sucker. Got it. All right, I saved him. I never save this guy. Where's the beef? All right, you can't really save him. He dies anyway. All right, so now we're getting a Juliet phone call. Let me check some shit here. I don't have any plans to get either a Series X or a PS5 anytime soon. Especially since I can't really justify the purchase at this point in time. I really don't want either one of them. I mean, they both have their trade-offs. If I had to choose, I'd probably go Series X, and I'm being real with you. I just really enjoy the selection that I would have going in, having like Xbox Original through Xbox One and Series X games. Also, the games are still $60. For some reason, Sony is charging $70 per PS5 game, and I think that's ridiculous. No matter how you slice it, I just don't see there's enough boost in the quality of games or whatever they're doing graphic fidelity wise to justify $70 per game. Okay, there is a lot of games out there that I love, but I still don't want to pay $60 for them. Like, I'll wait you out. I'll wait you out till you're 40. I'll wait you out till you're 20 before I hop in, or I'll rent it. You know, there's no reason to get $70 games. Ridiculous. What else we got? I feel like there's a reason Disgaea 6 isn't coming to PS4. It's not? Is it PS5 exclusive? Disgaea has always been a part of Sony platforms. But I think they've also made the switch over to Nintendo Switch. And if you ask me, Switch should be their primary console. Disgaea plays better on the go, in my opinion. Considering all the grinding you have to do in those. Alright, so I've got one Lollipop in reserve. Let's see what I can buy in here, if I can buy anything. I got 28 medals. Maybe I should buy some more of these Nick tickets. They're not all that good, but they might save my life. Because if you have Nick tickets and you're about to die, there will be a roulette and you can stop it and save your life. It's like a free life. Platinum medals, yeah, I could do that. I mean, it can't hurt to buy more, so I'm just going to load out my Nick tickets. But the skills, the Nick ticket skills suck. Okay, can't buy that. You can't unlock your blaster until you play baseball, so I already have all these, so we're good on that. I've unlocked some new art, I guess. I could buy these, but we'll check out our threads, see what we can aim for. So I've got the Manu Chifusa costume. I got the Miyamoto Rei. She's from High School of the Dead. I've never seen Manu Scroll. Striped bikini. I think some of these were from the Japanese version, and all the Japanese costumes got released in the Western one for free. You have the sexy seashell one. Say that 10 times fast. Japanese made costume. So yeah, the maid costume, I guess, is the most expensive one. I thought it would be the seashell.
What should I get? Well,
Alright, so we'll save up. Moving on. I haven't encountered any of the special zombies just yet. Oh, I already got her. This is kind of like God Hand too. Like, they're just as brutal. And they can just break through your combos. They don't give a shit. Oof, oof. Big. Yeah, they're tearing me up over there. I'm just gonna be cheap because these guys will just break through all your attacks. They don't... There's no real strategy. You can't stun them. Zombies taste my chainsaw death. Yeah, and I already have to use the sucker right there. So that shows you what we're up against. Maybe saving Mickey mode might work for me here. Okay, I got another lollipop. I'm still looking for the golden ones, though. I'm not sure where their locations are because I haven't played through hard mode. I read up a little bit on hard mode, like what to expect. And there's one part in particular. And if you've played this game before, you'll be familiar with the baseball area. Even on easy mode, that's not easy. Here we go. Oof. Holy chainsaw, that's the way to go. This area in normal mode's a great place to metal farm. Okay. Oh, I love that line. That's totally Evil Dead, you know? Evil Dead or The Exorcist. This game has so many great horror influences. I'll mention them. I'll mention them in my video. Yeah, I think I'll be able to survive up until I reach the red zombies, but the moment I unlock the chainsaw blaster, I'm just gonna whittle them down from afar. I'll be sniper. I got the achievement for leapfrogging 10 times. You have to leapfrog over a zombie back and forth 10 times without messing up, and it's not as easy as it sounds. Oh, here we go. I got one lollipop. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Breakdancing Grandpa Zombie, goddammit! I forgot about him. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oof. 1, 2, 3. Damn, they can break my guard in the middle of... they can just break my guard. He can do a head spin. Whatever. Mickey mode. There we go. Doubled up on that. I think those were unique zombies, but they didn't have any names. Yeah, I probably should talk during these moments so I don't get that copyright flag. This area is pretty tough, too. You love the shirt? Thank you, Azza. Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna say it on stream. It's my favorite Final Fantasy game. I don't care what any of your e-celebrities have said. They've lied to you. It's a great fucking game. They've lied to you. It's the best Final Fantasy game in decades. It made me love this series again. Ooh. Those red zombies are so bad. Ooh. Not a good place to be. Not a good place. Oof. Okay, let's just target him. Got him. Woo! Old George, right in front of Romero High School. San Romero High School. Clever little nod. These guys are tough. They're gonna show me a hard time here.
Hey, respect people's property.
Alright. Let's focus on one. I'm just gonna be ground sliding and trying to avoid them. Damn it, damn it. They do crazy damage. Nope, 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 nope. The lock-on's gonna get you killed, Miles. What are you doing? Then I gotta take out that other guy.
Yes.
Oh shit, he's gonna be the problem.
Now this.
Okay. We're gonna weaken him. Hopefully, one of my Nick tickets works out. Ooh! Ooh! I guess I could try to holy chainsaw him. Ooh, back up, back up. Yeah, that did a ton of damage to him, but I need to back up. Alright, we'll wait, we'll wait. Because this next part's a checkpoint. Oh, he got me. Nick ticket! Nick ticket! Oh, I don't have Nick yet. I don't have him yet. He's right outside the gate. Oh, man, I don't have him yet, so I can't use my Nick ticket. I've got to win that. Hard mode's just kicked in. Ortabla TV says, what do you think about the Final Fantasy 16 trailer? It looks alright. The design reminded me a lot of Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14. and I think it's the same art director, something like that. It looked like it was last generation, if you want me to be honest. It didn't look too next gen to me yet, so I know it's probably very early on. Maybe they got the story done and what have you, but it doesn't even look anywhere close to being finished. So maybe in about 2 years' time, I'll have a more informed opinion on it. But yeah, I'll play it. I'll probably play it on PC if I don't have a next-gen console by then. Yeah, good luck getting one though. I was around for that. I did better on George there. Do I have another Lollipop in reserve? No. Yesterday, just for fun, I tried to get a Series X on Amazon and Best Buy. Wasn't happening. I tried my damnedest too. I kept refreshing and I kept getting all those dogs, like they have the Amazon dogs there.
Respect people's property.
I said, F that. I'll try and win one. So that's my plan, is I'm going to win one. Okay, these guys are just going to keep breaking my combos, so whatever. We'll just spin dash them. God, they're so fast. I'm just gonna spam them because I don't care. There's no honor in fighting zombies. I'm gonna eat that lollipop and hopefully we can take out the gas canister guy. I just gotta get past him to get Nick. That barely does any damage to him. Oh, that's where it's at. I think it's AAX. Yeah, AAX is going to be our ticket here. Whoa! I blew up his tank. How did I do that? Tough one. Now we're gonna unlock Nick. And then that'll give us at least the opportunity to dig ourselves out of death. I'll show you what I mean.
Oh, Nick, please be okay.
Alright. Chit, how are you doing, BioPhoenix?
Nick, are you
He looks like Kime from Drakengard. Are you talking about the guy from 16? I heard a lot about confused parents are buying the Xbox One X thinking it's the Series X for their kid. Yeah, that's going to happen this Christmas. A lot of disappointed kids. But the way this next generation is going, it seems like there's going to be so many multi-platform games anyway, cross-generational between 4 and 5 and 1X and Series X, that the line just so blurred that no one's really going to care. And then, like, people buying these digital boxes or the gimped versions, like the Series S, just doesn't feel like a real generation to me.
One bit me.
Switch is still the only one doing something interesting.
What does it mean?
I'm more interested in seeing, like, what the next revision of the Switch is going to be versus
Feel it in me.
all the Xbox and PlayStation shit. The war's over and we lost. That's where I'm at.
Aren't I? I'm
All right,
sorry.
so now we've got our headless boyfriend, or excuse me, bodiless boyfriend, Nick.
okay, Nick?
I wanted to say nearly headless Nick, but no, we got a B. I'm fine with that on hard mode. Hard mode's a grind. So we finished parking. The next part is inside the high school. This is going to get tougher from here. Let's change out Juliet's costume
Welcome
for fun. I like personally the American one.
I thought I'd try something
I just like the color scheme. It's very patriotic.
Well,
All right. The high school gets pretty tough. The last section is where you encounter a bunch of those exploding zombies. And I don't know how they're going to work on hard mode because they may just be one-hit kills. Let's see. The Chad 3DS versus the Virgin Switch. I like both. They're very different kinds of experiences. Hikiko, thoughts on the Oni Chambara series? Can't tell if I should buy. Don't buy. They're garbage. They have 8 games. There's not a single good one of them. Even as far as simple series standards go, they're pretty low.
Nick.
Oh. Juliet? What?
Okay. Inside the high school. Hey.
What the fuck is going on here? Hey, this is making me dizzy.
We'll pick up some antacids later, Nick.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to use my Nick tickets, though. I will save those. Sometimes I accidentally click in that stick. You'll do it a lot when you play this game. You'll be clicking in the L stick and that Nick roulette will pop up. Hell yeah.
Another stupid zombie?
That's the holy chainsaw move. You'll be seeing me doing that a lot. One thing I need to look for, lollipops and special zombies. I think the special zombies are just part of the level, so that'll be easy, but finding the golden lollipops is tough. That's a regular one. I got no in reserve, so I'll just get that.
Something exploded. What the hell was that?
Hey, it's Mr. Fitzgibbon.
That's one of my favorite lines. I'm Fitzgibbon, bitch.
This kind of map sucks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, back up. Holy chainsaw. Fitzgibbon shows up later on in the level as like one of the mid-bosses. He just bounces through this window here in a second. Whoop, back up, back up.
And that says it all.
Pop it!
Whoa, whoa, back up. That stun time lasts a while. See you later, Fitzgibbons. Bye-bye. I think he shows up later with a canister. Alright, so checking the health. We're doing good. We got a lollipop in reserve. Halfway up in our Mickey meter.
What's this? A bomb?
That's royally effed up.
That's some whack shit.
These lockers have golden medallions in there. Golden medals.
We should help them, right?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
Leave me alone! Get away!
I don't know if I'll be able to save him in time. We'll try.
No! Stop!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. You can cancel out of the Nick Roulette, which is great. If you couldn't, I would hate this game forever because it happens just too frequently. Yeah! Sparkled! Ooh, I'm getting cornered. Get out of there, get out of there. Pop a pop, lollipop there. That's one thing you gotta recognize. You don't really have invincibility frames. The zombies can just go chunk, 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 chunk on you. And then it's all over. So, either you can try a melee, just like a quick jab, like a pop with your palms there, and you could possibly push him back. Or you can jump up in the air and do this double lariat like that, and it'll push the zombies, like it'll fling them kind of like in God Hand. Or I just like to do the leapfrog, like where you just hop over him, and you can go forward from there and just collect yourself and then go back into the fray. Alright, let's read some chit. Hello, chit. Dat old dick, that good old dick says they're good garbage if they're cheap enough. Yeah, if you can get Oni Chambara cheap. I mean, I don't like them. I don't like Oni Chambara. I don't like High School Zombie Hunters. The engine, the style just looks so synthetic and it lacks an artist touch or care to it. I bought Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter as well because I'm into the lore. Yeah, I think they all tie together. I bought Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter for the PS4 a few years back, and I sat down and played it and instantly got a headache just because, like, the game was in 60 frames and there were hundreds of zombies on the screen, and it just gave me Yakuza Dead Soul flashbacks, and I don't want to go back there. What have you got in store for us, Hikiko? A cool stream right now. A cool stream right now is what I got in store. Enjoy it. I don't like to tell everything that I'm working on, too, because plans change. Like, a new story will develop, or something won't work out during editing, and I decide to change gears because I don't like where the script's going or something like that. Yeah, I don't like to do that. Like, the biggest thing I have going on, I guess, is working on another Swery Files. 3 in 1 year. Can you believe it? And those are pretty time intensive. So I've got a smaller video in between there. I got something for Halloween I'm working on. As always, every year I have something for Halloween. But yeah, beyond that, I've just got 3 things on deck at the moment. And I try not to plan more than 3, you know? There'll be other times when like when I have a lot more going on, but this has been a slow year for games. 2020, I imagine 2021 will be pretty messed up as well because of the COVID delays. So I'm dipping more into the retro catalog as of late. Things I've always wanted to cover is kind of what this year's all been about. So just kind of continuing in the trend of covering things, retrospectives, things I haven't covered before. But yes, a new Swery Files is in the works. The scripts, I've done all the research. The research I did about 15 pages worth. And now I've got to make that into an entertaining script, and that takes some time. Otherwise, you just get somebody reading off Wikipedia for half an hour and calling him a genius. I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that for me. I'll accept it. I've got some ideas, but this next video I'm working on, I have a theory on something that I have to prove. And getting all my supporting evidence for my theory is proving to be a little tough because the story is unfinished. We'll put it that way. So I'm working on that. I don't want to reveal all my cards too because there's content thieves. If you haven't noticed, there's people that just straight up source from smaller YouTubers and then make their own videos and never credit you. So I just wait until it's about done to talk about what I'm going to talk about. Just because there's lazy ass people that want to take your stuff and pretend like they don't know what they're talking about. Like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I've never seen your video. So, yeah. Goodbye, Fitzgibbons! We're gonna do that little chainsaw wipe. Woo! As I should get an editor, I like editing my own stuff. That's fun, part of the fun for me. I get to tell the story my way, and I don't have to worry about, like, going back and correcting people, or... You know, there's been times in my life, like, where I've shot some videos. This will be a little story time. So, back when I was in college, I was a video editor, and I used to film things like commercials for the college and for big events coming up for different clubs and stuff like that. They'd come to me and they'd be like, Miles, we need a commercial. We need some graphics. We need all this and that. So I'd give them something great. Like just something wild and funny and memorable. Like that's what I go for. Wild, funny, memorable. Something that sticks with you. Like even, it's kind of like one of those things like where if you make something a little bizarre, it gets stuck in somebody's mind. Kind of like David Lynch, something surreal. Right? So when I was in college, sometimes I'd make these really surreal videos and stuff that were, that had like different special effects and ninjas and random shit like that. People appearing out of trash cans and stuff like that. And every time I would show it to other college students there, they'd be like, oh my God, this is hilarious. We need to play this for all the incoming freshmen, right? So I'd make these videos and they'd be so elaborate, and I'd hire all my friends as cast members, and we'd go out there and film like kung fu movies and other informational things. Like we'd turn something that's normally boring and dry and we'd turn it into an independent movie, right? And they'd be like 5 minutes. And one time I was working with this new guy, and we had went to like 4 or 5 different locations, like around campus and like outside of campus. And we got costumes, we got fake blood, we got it all. Okay, so we treated this with a lot of respect and time. And the final edit came out, and we're just like dying laughing, right? So we send it off to the club or what have you, and we go to this big presentation where they're going to show this commercial that we made, and they just cut it. They cut it down to 30 seconds. It was just like the beginning, the boring beginning. Like we'd filmed like a normal beginning before things start going crazy. And like, let me tell you the setup. So the setup is there's this guy who is trying to get to class for a test, right? And it's like a paper boy scenario. There's all these obstacles in his way, like they just keep messing him up and slowing him down. I think at like one point we had some like redneck guy who just gave really bad directions and kept sending him to the wrong place. We had a ninja come out and they had to like have a sword duel in the middle of it. We had this one scene wherever he was shaving, like he was trying to do 3 things at once. He was trying to shower, eat breakfast, and shave all at once. And like, while he's shaving, I made this squib gun from a ketchup bottle that like when he started shaving, he was just like, ah, and then the ketchup bottle went off and there was just a big splat of blood all over his face. They took the blood out. They took the redneck with the bad directions out. They took the ninja out. and like the teleportation scene, like I made like a time travel device, like where he would go back in time and like Bill and Ted, like where he would go back and like course correct so he could get there on time. They cut all that out and then just had this like boring introduction and a boring ending, like where he makes it. So basically it was him leaving his house and then he just makes it. He makes it in time. So it completely changed my whole vision. And from that point forward, I'm just like, nobody touches my films. Nobody touches my work but me. Whether it's terrible, whether it's good, I'm responsible for it. So yeah, after they butchered my work like that, and I've had that happen before too. I've been a part of film groups like where I filmed something and I had a script. I'm like, stick to the script. We're shooting it this way. Okay, here's this scene, here's this scene, here's this scene. Here's how they relate. There's connecting points, good transitions in there. Don't touch it. And then somebody gets scared or somebody thinks like, oh, it's not going to make sense and doesn't let it play out. So I edit my own stuff from here on out. So take pride in your work, folks. Own it. Take ownership of your work. Bullet says, I hear you, but there have been some videos I wanted to make, then someone makes something along those lines, and I feel I can't now. Yeah, you'll get that. As a content creator, there's just so much saturation out there. There's so many different people trying to be the first on the scene or be the big expert, the big grand expert on videos. Or they'll just have writers and editors do it for them and they'll just be the face of it. What you get with me is you get it all. I do the writing, I do the editing, I shoot it, I play the games. You see it. I'm not just downloading people's footage off of YouTube and claiming it as my own. Wink. Okay, you get it from me. So even though it takes a little more time, you get my authentic voice. And I try not to like overexpose it. Like if I keep releasing videos all the time, I get tired of it. There are people that, you know, it's quality over quantity in my book. I don't want to demotivate myself, and I definitely don't want to overexpose my videos. Leave them in anticipation, if you will. That and I've got some other things going on right now that I'm working through some stuff, making some big plans. So I can make more regular content, but world is how it is right now. So we're just doing one thing at a time. So now that here comes the Stubbs the Zombie part, where you get to put Nick's head up on these bodies and play a game of Simon.
Give me a hand?
Yeah, right. I don't have a hand to give.
Well, not yet, but that spell I cast on you gives you some magic.
How do you like the straight story, says DH. I love the straight stories. The straight story. That was my first Lynch film. The straight story, and I saw it with my grandparents. So yes, my very first Lynch exposure came from watching the straight story with my grandparents. And I recently rewatched it last year, and it still holds up. There are some surreal aspects to it too, like some darker undercurrents happening throughout there. And Sissy Spacek's in it; she kills it. Who else shows up in there? That one famous guy from Paris, Texas. You know what I'm talking about? He's in all of Lynch's stuff. He's in it at the end. I think Kevin Farley's in it. Chris Farley's brother.
Look, if I use this ticket, I can totally use your cool powers.
Whatever.
It's good. And it's a nice movie to watch during the summertime. Like, just open up all your windows, make you some hot dogs, and sit back and watch it. Because, like, that's all he eats. He eats these, like, room temperature hot dogs all throughout his trip, and beans. Frank and beans. Okay, so we got another red guy over here. Oh, back up, back up, back up.
Oh no.
Damn, they do so much damage. Alright, we'll just slide into him. I got some Sparkle Hunter. Oh, I should have used my Sparkle Hunter mode. Because that star over there is a free Sparkle Hunter fill. So basically it'll fill my whole gauge. So I'm going to use Sparkle Hunter once, and then I'll use it again.
How late. Kick ass.
There's some hard guys that are going to come out of here too. I think they're cops. These dudes will just take, like, even in normal mode, they'll take out like a quarter of your health.
What's the deal, dude?
Zombie cop. Fucking lame.
Woo!
A zombie with a gun? No fair. Eat it.
Ooh, Ryu. Alright. I'm gonna try and take him out without using the Sparkle Hunter. Whoa! Got him. That wasn't too bad. Is it on Disney Plus? Is that a Disney movie? The Straight Story? Harry Dean Stanton. That's the guy. I love Harry Dean. Andrew Erickson says, a local theater just did a screening of Paris, Texas. I was the only one in the theater. That's sad. That's a great movie. But I understand why. I haven't been to a theater in the traditional sense since COVID World. I've been to a drive-in movie, and I got another one coming up next month that I'm going to go to. We've got drive-ins where I'm at, and I think that's just as fun. And you get to you can sit outside, you can set up like little chairs and get nature in, get that fresh air, and you don't have to hear people coughing and munching on their corn and all their other snacks and their pizzas that they snuck in, the Chinese food. Nothing worse than going to a movie theater and just hearing people making all sorts of noises and talking through the fucking film. That's one of the only reasons why I don't really go to too many movies in the first place, is because you just never know what you're gonna get from the audience. Oh, back up, back up! They're gonna explode!
How was that fun?
Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna get. In America, it becomes like a violent matter. You can go up on World Star Hip Hop, or you can go on, what is that, Public Freakout on Reddit. Just watch people get into fights and get violent and pull out knives and pull out guns for just the littlest things. So, that's America for you. I tend not to go to too many public places because our country's fucking insane.
Heck is this?
There's some QTEs in Lollipop Chainsaw, but they're not terrible. They give you enough window of time to react. But I think it is a little bit QTE heavy. But it's not terrible. Whoa, here they come, here they come! Okay, I dodged him. Yeah, I'm afraid of all these dynamite guys. because they really throw a lot of them at you at the end of this level. You've always wanted to go to a drive-in? Do any of you live in California? If you live in California, Joe Bob Briggs, drive-in movie host, is doing a live event at some drive-in in Southern California. Just type in Joe Bob Drive-In California. You'll be able to find it. I want to go to it, but I don't live anywhere near California. Mickey time!
Looking good. Cool.
Is that all? Okay.
Look what those jerks
It's best to use this in crowds of 20 or so, or on red guys if you have to. I probably should have saved it, but we're gonna find out real quick. This guy leaves Juliet behind. Oh!
I'll be back for you. Uncool, asshole.
Is this the stripper pole time? So you gotta destroy all these zombies before the dynamite kids get blown up here.
Check it out.
There we go. There's no challenge to the stripper pole segments. They're just there for fun. I don't think there's any sort of special strategy to when to use them. They're just like, let's put them in there because we can. I think one of these guys is like, my favorite president is Warren G. Harding or something.
I got video. I'm gonna post this shit on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta post this shit on YouTube.
Professor Campbell is so hot.
You got all three. Nice. So far, hard mode isn't terrible. I do like the challenge. I was pretty much sleepwalking through normal mode. This guy's hard to save.
Yeah, he's getting what he deserves.
But we can't just let them all die, Nick.
Or he could.
Back up, back up. Did I get him? I can't believe I actually saved this guy. Usually the kamikaze guys get him first. Have I played Hylix 2? I have not. BioPhoenix says, I remember that clip you showed us with the Are You Afraid of the Dark film experience. Bioshock, you remember that? Man. So, this was a while back. Yeah, so I actually had filmed a fight that broke out at a movie theater I went to. You guys want to hear the story? Let me get a sip here. It's a long one. So, I was at a movie theater for a double screening of The Goonies and The Monster Squad. Those are two of my favorite childhood movies, back to back. And in between those two films, so first it was The Goonies, then it was The Monster Squad. In between them was an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? So during The Goonies, There, a lot of parents brought their kids to this, and at this particular movie theater, they sell alcohol and stuff. So, all throughout the Goonies, these parents in this back row here were just drinking with their kids around. And I guess one of them, like, they had one of those glass, it was a beer glass. They had a beer glass, and they dropped it in the middle of the movie. And another parent's just like, shh, right? Anytime you hear shh, some shit's gonna be going down, okay? In an American movie theater, the moment you hear shh, that's a prelude to a fucking fight. I've seen it 100 times. So, one of the parents turns around, shushes the guy who drops the glass. The glass didn't shatter somehow. He dropped it, it hits the ground, makes a loud noise, and starts rolling down. All the beer's kind of dripping through because he's on a higher plane. And so throughout the movie, you just hear like random comments. I couldn't make out what they were saying. And the lights come up for the intermission time, like around the time they're showing Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then I just start hearing, walk away! Walk away! Walk the fuck away! And then I was there with my brother, and we turn around, and we just see these two parents there just like shoving each other and screaming and saying, walk away! And their kids are there, a whole bunch of other kids are there trying to watch these movies. And the owners try to come out and break it up. They got in a little bit of a scuffle, and then somebody's wife came in and broke it up. But yeah, I had a video clip of that. I don't know when I showed that, what stream that was. I'll have to dig through it, because I do have that file somewhere of the parents fighting. This shit happens so often in American theaters. That's why I always go to the ones, I tend to go to the more expensive theaters, like the dine-in ones, because people pay $30 and they're paying for a meal because they're more serious. Like, it's a more serious investment for them. So they're typically more polite. Like, there will be certain theater chains in the country that will kick you out if you make noises, and they're good about it. So, like, the cheaper the theater, the less the staff gives a shit. And I know, because I used to work in a theater. Yeah. Just pay. You get what you pay for in that regard. Andrew Erickson says, trying to shush physics. Yeah, you can order booze in those. If you can order booze, typically it's a more upscale theater. Go to those. Or go to an indie theater. Like, don't go to one of your chain ones. Go to a small art house theater if you can. Support them. Because they're going the way of the buffalo. I typically just... Every time I've been to a chain theater on a weekend, it's just packed to the brim full of teenagers. And there's nothing worse. I mean, like, there's some salty adults, but there's nothing worse going to a packed auditorium filled with teenagers. They just don't give any fucks. They're yelling, screaming, fucking. They're doing it all in those theaters. This is their time away from their parents. It's their parents' time away from them. So they gave them money. They're loaded with caffeine. They're loaded with drugs. They just do not give a single shit. And they're going to make your life hell.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
That's a Predator reference. Still looking for the golden lollipop here.
Sensei. He'll know what to do.
Who's that?
Morikawa Sensei. He's my sensei.
A sensei? Like a teacher?
I didn't know you spoke Japanese, Nick.
Well,
I'll tell you a funny story. So, one time,
I can't speak Japanese.
I wanted to go see... Do you guys know the movie A Quiet Place? Have you heard of that? A Quiet Place? It's by John Krasinski. Jim from The Office. The whole crux of the movie is the protagonist, and the whole movie is set around being silent because the monsters in there have super hearing. And like, these monsters have like taken over America, and it's all about this family struggling to survive in this world where they have to be quiet all the time, right? So it's a very suspenseful movie, and that's the kind of movie you want to have the perfect audience for. You don't want to have somebody with bronchitis or somebody who brought a baby, which has happened on numerous occasions. People bring in fucking babies to the Avengers or or some other really loud movie, right? So that's a movie where you want to have the perfect audience for. My girlfriend and I go on opening weekend, which is a mistake on my part, but we were trying to find something to do. We go to this chain theater in town. I kid you not, every seat except for 2 were filled just for us. And they were all teenagers. All the balcony, everything. And shit was going wild. They were already running through the aisles and fighting with each other, arguments with each other. Kids were just like, you know those little bars and stuff that they have there for the handicap aisles, right? They were doing leapfrogs over that shit. And I sat there and I just spent like $25 on tickets. And I look at my girlfriend and I was like, do you think you're going to be able to sit through this for a 2-hour movie that's supposed to be quiet? Like, you're supposed to be involved and invested in these characters. I was like, you think you're going to make it? She goes, I'm not going to make it. So we go back to the managers and we're like, hey, we don't want to go see this movie. There's just like a ton of teenagers in there, and we just know there's just no way in hell they're going to be quiet. Do you have anything else that we can go see? Like, you know, we aren't trying to make a big ordeal about it. We're just like, do you have anything else we can go see at this time slot so we don't completely waste this night? The movie, they're like, we only got one other movie, sir. And I was like, okay, what is it? And they're like, Cock Blockers. I'm like, Cock Blockers? What's that? They're like, oh, it's this comedy starring John Cena. So that's what we went to go see. Something I would never go see in a million years. But I went to go see Cock Blockers with John Cena. And I will say, I did laugh because in one scene, John Cena does a butt chug. Like, there's a whole elaborate scene where John Cena does a butt chug out of a kid's swimming pool or something. That movie was fucking stupid, but it wasn't a complete waste of a night, okay? So sometimes life gives you lemons. Go watch John Cena do a butt chug. I think there's a lesson to be learned here. Oh, this is ridiculous. So I gotta get all these 3-pointers and stuff. I gotta get over 100 points to win this minigame. And there's a point guard over there. So I also have to take out this stupid point guard in order to win. And then they just keep like I'm out of lollipops and everything. Oh shit. I'm running out of time. Oh, come on. Gotta get the point guard out of the way. That's the main thing. These mini games are as brutal as you can imagine for a Suda 51 game. He always puts in some crazy hard mini games, but I did it. Not easy. We got a lollipop over there too. I'm gonna grab that.
Where's that voice coming from?
Oh, that's the film Bird Box ripped off. Are you talking about A Quiet Place? Yeah. A Quiet Place was literally a ripoff of the Book of Silence, which got a movie adaptation. It was called a ripoff of A Quiet Place. What are you talking? I've never heard of A Book of Silence before. Did A Quiet Place rip it off? I won't call A Quiet Place the best horror movie I've seen, but it was a nice little change of pace, for sure. I enjoyed it, but there are some stupid parts to that movie. They throw in those plot contrivances to create drama. Like where a character does an extremely stupid thing for no apparent reason, just to create some drama. Oh shit! Get out of there! I hope I didn't miss a lollipop in there. Well, I got plenty of Nick tickets. I guess I can buy a lollipop. These start to become more frequent, so we'll just have a lollipop in stock. There's really nothing else I need, so I'll probably get some platinum medals. They're way more expensive than what they're worth. We got 45. Should I save up for the striped bikini, or... I think I'll just save up for the Japanese-made one, just to get it out of the way. Like, the book was published and popularized a year before the script for A Quiet Place was written. That happens probably more often than not. I mean, Hollywood is desperate for content, okay? They're more desperate than the gaming industry. That's why they keep remaking movies over and over again, or making movies with the same 3-act plot structure. There are very few directors out there now that were like Quentin Tarantino back in his prime, you know? I think his name's Robert Eggers. Is that correct? Robert Eggers is like my favorite director right now. He's the guy who did The Lighthouse and The Vitch. He's pretty much my favorite director at this moment. Just because he's out there making very interesting dramas and interestingly shot films. Films, if you will. I don't want to sound too pretentious, but yeah. Like, I don't care for the Marvel stuff. I don't care for the Star Wars stuff. I'm not too big on franchise movies in general. All of 2020, I've seen mostly like direct to DVD or direct to streaming service trash. That's pretty much all I've consumed. The last movie I saw in a theater was Sonic the Hedgehog. I saw that for my birthday. And it wasn't too bad, honestly. I was expecting much worse. We'll put it that way. But I hope to go back and see some other stuff. Oh, and whoever the director is of Midsummer, I like his movies too. I liked Midsummer, and what was the one before that? He makes very interesting horror films. Oh, and the director of Bone Tomahawk. You know who I'm talking about? He did Bone Tomahawk, Dragged Through Concrete, and Brawl in Cell Block 99, was it? I loved all three of those films. Those are excellent. Whatever he puts out, I will watch. Whatever Robert Eggers puts out, I'll watch. Whatever the director of Midsummer puts out, I'm in there. Those are the kind of guys I've been paying attention to. We'll do the lollipop swap here. That's what I'm calling it. That's the pro strat, lollipop swap. You eat one. If you see one that you can pick up, you gotta eat one. The lollipop swap. The director of Mandy also has some great films out there. I think it was called The Black Triangle. I watched this film before Mandy, and it was excellent. He's got another one coming out, too. I think Nicolas Cage is going to be starring in it as well, so down for that. Ooh, 2 cops at once. We're just going to divide and conquer. Oh, there's another lollipop, too. Oh, if I get too far away, they start shooting. Just like in America. I'm sorry, I had to say it. It's true, though. Our cops are very violent. And trigger happy. What are you gonna do?
Yes.
There we go. That's not too bad. As long as I spam him with that. Okay, that's not too bad. Just keep on that chainsaw wheel.
Eat you more than Carrot Top.
We'll do a lollipop swap. Boom. Pro strat. So did any of you secure a PS5 or a Series X? And if you did, where did you get one? I've been trying to keep my eyes on Sony's Twitter and Best Buy and all that stuff. Ideally, I'd want to get one from Amazon. I think they'll pick up production here in October. So by the end of October, early November, there will probably be a lot more. I would never pay scalper prices. Not interested whatsoever in that. I don't like perpetuating that shitty practice. I mean, there's some scalpers out there that are just trying to support their family. I get it. But then there are these, like, retailers that just, like, have their side businesses, like actual game stores that just start buying them up and then flipping them real quick. Not just like your average Joe, but we're talking about scammers and actual retail outlets. Let's see here. His next film will star Ethan Hawke. That's cool. Tell me your opinion all about Vikings. The Vikings movie that Mel Gibson has been wanting to direct forever. If he ever does, I will watch it at least 5 times in the theater. Some of my favorite movies have been directed by Mel Gibson. Braveheart, Apocalyptico, and The Passion of the Christ. If he gets the funding for a Viking movie, Mel Gibson gets that funding, you know he's going to be some supreme king Viking. He's going to have a giant club. It'll be bashing in brains. I will go watch that. Mel Gibson in every movie he's ever been in, action-wise, has never disappointed. Lethal Weapon, The Patriot. I recently went back and watched The Patriot, and that thing was brutal. I think I watched that with my grandparents. It was one of the first DVDs I ever saw. I watched it with my grandparents again, and they just like let it play. They're like, yeah, it's patriotic. It's our history. Watch it. With all the fucking squibs and bloods and bayonet killings and stuff. And the tomahawk throwing. Shit was great. Gibson's the GOAT. Bradley Anderson says, "Hey yo, now I catched it live, and Bone Tomahawk is amazing, really good, really good. Western horror needs to be explored more, but that has one of the most amazing third acts. It's worth the slow beginning. I'll say that much. It's a very miserable film starting off, but the payoff is so phenomenal." What about David Cronenberg's son's upcoming film Possessor? I saw Possessor. I would say Brandon Cronenberg, David's son, the film before that, Antiviral, really good. Really good. Possessor has its moments, but I really enjoyed Caleb Landry Jones's performance, and also has a great third act. And because it seems kind of believable, Antiviral does. The celebrity meat and designer viruses and stuff. I loved Antiviral. Brandon Cronenberg, David's son. Go watch Antiviral. Hikiko recommends it. Chem Psychopath says, "Fuck next gen for now. Too pricey for me at the moment." I signed my brother and I up for the pre-order alerts directly from Sony. I signed him up seconds before I signed myself up. He got an invite directly from Sony to pre-order. I still have not. That just passed me by. I went to sleep the moment the pre-orders went up. Just like everyone else in the world. I went to bed and I woke up and apparently every PS5 in the world was sold. Meta Devil Wolf says not going to get the PS5 until Resident Evil 8 or Tokyo Ghostwire. Yeah, I do want to check out Ghostwire. Resident Evil 8, it'll be good no matter what platform it comes out, so yeah. And that good old Dick says I'm not getting a PS5, full stop. Yeah, I don't blame you. I feel for the sake of the channel that I'm going to end up with a PS5 no matter what. Will I like it? Will I enjoy it? Probably not. But I still want to give it a shot. I always give everything a chance before I totally trash it. So I'll at least give it a chance. I'm at least giving it a chance. But the first thing, I gotta get one. But I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not eager. Not excited for it. It's just something that I'm going to check out for the sake of the channel. And I hope to be proven wrong. But the biggest thing that disappointed me was the backwards compatibility deal. Now I know Sony has come out and corrected the record because their marketing was terrible. And there's been a lot of like misinformation about the PS4 compatibility. Now they're saying 99% of titles will be backwards compatible. I don't know what that means. Like, why not 100 at that point? Why not just aim for 100? I wonder what's holding it back is my question. Like, what's holding it back from being 100%? So they'll have to clarify what they meant by 99% of all PS4 titles. Discs will be compatible for PS4 titles only. So, I mean, that's appealing to me. I have a lot of PS4 games. But, as I described in my video, no excuse for not having PS1, PS2, and some PS3 games. I'm going to even say some PS3 games. There's a lot of 2D PS3 games and PlayStation Store exclusives, like Tokyo Jungle. I mean, it did get a disc release later on. But you can get Tokyo Jungle to run on the fucking PS5. Don't give me that shit. Don't defend Sony's shitty practices at every corner. Criticize them. Tell them you want more. But yeah, no excuse for no PS2, no excuse for no PS1. I said, what if... Here's my conspiracy theory. What if they looked at the PlayStation Classic? Because you guys know that was an easy way. That was an easy way for them to try and grab some cash. What if they looked at the failure of that system, trying to sell it for $100, quickly dropped to $20 within a year? What if they took that as, oh, no interest in backwards compatibility? That's my conspiracy theory. Either that, or they just like, oh, there's no interest because they've mishandled it. I bought so many titles on the PS3. Like when they resold those, and they would work up on the PSP. They worked on the Vita, so they worked on 3 systems. Can you guys believe that? And well, I guess the PlayStation TV. So 4 systems. When you bought a game, it would work on 4 systems. How awesome was that? Now they don't even try. They just stop. So maybe that's why they don't want to do it, because they can't justify charging you again for it. I don't know. They've changed. Anyone who was around for the PS3 era knows that Sony has changed. For the worse. I had some guy in my comments the other day. There's a guy in my comments. He was like, why should anyone ever expect hardware compatibility from Sony? They've never done it in the past. I'm like, what? I don't know if this dude was trolling, but I'm like, you mean like they did with the PS2? You mean like they did with the PS3? Even though they removed like the PS2 compatibility out of later generations, every PS3 still plays PS1 games, and every PS3 can still download and run PS2 games off the PlayStation Network. Software based, yes, but there are, I don't know, it's stupid to even think about, but that's what we're up against. That's the reason why we have shittier consoles, because people either don't do their research, or they misremember things, or they just simply don't care. And Sony plays into that. They hand scrape people, the idiots' comments, and they're like, look over here, guys. This idiot who came off the short bus says he doesn't care, so therefore we don't have to be cool. We don't have to preserve all these games. It's always those guys that they run with. That's the prevailing narrative now. Fuck it, man. You're just gonna have to accept the miserable future we've been handed.
I wonder what they have.
I'm gonna buy another Lollipop. We're doing a Lollipop swap. TM Hikiko.
Well,
Okay, we're about to wrap up the school. So it goes school, then our first boss fight was Zed. This part really sucks, by the way. I might die here.
Sensei.
Ah, Juliet. One moment, please.
Check, check. 1, 2, 3. It's party time, motherfuckers!
Alright, you guys ready for this? Sparkle hunting, 6 zombies. It's a good spot to sparkle hunt.
Pop it. Awesome. Wow. Cool.
Nice. I'm gonna leave that Lollipop where it's at.
Well, that was a crappy party.
So, these Kamikami zombies are going to ambush this cake for Juliet here. Hopefully they're not all gonna run. I imagine in hard mode they would just start running, but I have no proof of that.
His Highness knows my birthday. We must be friends on Facebook. You guys touching and exploding would so put a damper on my birthday.
I just gotta keep running back and forth. Dude, this is gonna suck because the zombies are damage sponges right now. Go, 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 go! Oh! Yeah, this is not gonna be good, my friends. This is not gonna be good. Especially when we get the running ones.
Fire zombies away from that dumb cake.
I should have saved Mickey power for this. No, no, no! This is what I'm talking about. Oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be the hardest part. Whew. Yeah, I would use my fat PS3, but it yellow lighted of death. They're prone to hardware failures.
Dumbest, most explodious birthday
Like
cake ever.
no other.
Do not let the fire zombie touch the dynamite.
Whoever's the Highness knows my birthday. We must be friends on Facebook. You guys touching and exploding would so put a damper on
Oh no! Don't push him up towards it! Don't! Why did I do that? So I guess I'm just gonna have to kick him back, like... Oh, shit. We're gonna call this one a mulligan. We're gonna call this one a mulligan. So I needed a strategy to get these guys. This is rough.
Well, that was a crappy party.
Wow, dumbest, most explosive
I think I'll kick him back against the wall. That'll be my strategy. Like that.
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
There we go.
Whoever's behind
Oh,
us
that's
knows
perfect.
we're-
Okay.
we must
It
be
automatically stuns him, so I can do one of these
OMG!
and one of these. Oh, there we go. Strategy developed.
You guys touching and exploding would so put a damper on my birthday.
And the stun time lasts a while, too. Oh, no! Oh, no! Okay, you cannot kick him into it. I kicked him into it. So that'll be our strategy. We just got to get him perfect every time.
Well, that was a crappy party.
Wow, dumbest, most
Condemn
explosive
Criminal
birthday
Origins. I did like it. It's a good melee game, and I like the investigation elements of it, too.
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Whoever's behind this knows my birthday. We must be friends on Facebook. You guys touching and exploding would so put a damper on my birthday.
Okay. The moment these running guys come out, guys, you have no idea.
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Golly, I've got 24 of these idiots to do.
This Major League sucks.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it. There's gonna be so many of those running guys. There's one of them.
Keep the fire zombies away from that dumb cake.
Awesome! Kick-ass!
Divide and conquer, my friends.
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Woo! How did he get through? I got him. I got him before he hit the thing. This is rough. I didn't punt him into the cake on that time, okay? I had the one-hit kill on there.
Wow, dumbest, most explodious birthday
I think I will be able to do this. It's rough, but we can figure it out.
Yay!
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Whoever's behind this knows my birthday. We must be friends on Facebook.
Oh no.
You guys touching and exploding would so put a damper on my birthday.
Keep the fire zombies away from that dumb cake.
All right.
Okay, I got a system down. If you jump in place and don't move, she will automatically lock onto the zombie.
touch the dynamite.
Oh no! Okay, he's just gonna hit the barrier one time. Not too bad.
Happy birthday. Kick ass. Kick ass.
Oh man, this Major League sucks.
Oh, we got a runner. We got a runner.
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Kick ass.
No, no, no. Oh, it's over. God damn it. Damn it.
No.
I let him get spread too far.
Well, that was a crappy party.
Let's try this again.
Dumbest, most
One more
explosive
time.
birthday cake ever.
Don't blame me, fire.
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Whoever's behind this knows my birthday. We must be friends on Facebook. Alright! OMG! You guys touching and exploding would so put a damper on my birthday. Yay!
Do not let the fire zombies touch the dynamite.
Awesome! Happy birthday!
This Major League sucks.
No, don't do it! Ah! The combo is stupid. Yeah, she locks into that combo and she's just gonna unleash it. If the Vita sold well, do you think Sony would have beat Nintendo to the Switch?
Wow, bloodiest birthday cake ever.
That's a good question. I can't really imagine a scenario where Sony would ever lead Nintendo in the handheld markets. And Nintendo just
Whoever's behind this knows my
knows that field more than any other console developer.
Yay!
They've been at it since the 80s. Or since whenever Game & Watch came out.
On my birthday.
Sony just doesn't know how to manage money, and they don't know how to get talent to stay around. What? We'll just try that push. I tried the push, and the push worked.
This Major League sucks.
These zombies, bro. They take so much health.
Do not let the fire zombies
Oh,
touch
she did
the
the leapfrog. No, 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 no. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Stun those motherfuckers. That's what you gotta do. Stun them.
Sucks.
You don't always have to push them. But pushing does help sometimes. Woo! Oh god, oh god. Woo!
Fire zombies away from that dumb cake.
Alright.
Not let the fire zombie touch the dynamite.
Okay. 3 more. 3 more. Come on out. 1 more. We can do 1 more. Where'd he go? Where's the Did we get them all? Oh my god, we got them all. We got them all. I was gonna give up there, honestly, guys. Get out of here, Juliet.
Get through the door quickly. Now.
Jigsaw's gonna get you. 3. Yes! 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 That was ridiculous. Hard mode. Doesn't mess around. That deserves some nuts. Jesus Christ.
Magna genocide, baby.
Boss fight time. What's up, Terry?
Oh, hell.
Biophoenix, like, I hate that part on normal. On hard, all these zombies are like damaged sponges, dude. They suck.
I'm punk rock zombie Zed! Welcome to the mosh pit, you zombie hunting sleaze!
Time to take out little Jimmy Urine. I love mindless self-indulgence.
Wow, what happened here?
If anything could be canceled in 2020, it's mindless self-indulgence for sure. I don't think Jimmy could get away with using every gamer word in the book. He uses them all. Liberally. Jimmy Urine does not give a single fuck.
Now, Nick, we have to kill this guy. What do you think about this for a catchphrase? I'm going to kill you. A lot.
I think you can do better.
I had the chance to go see Mindless Self-Indulgence and I didn't take it and I regret it to this day. I think I was, I ended up going on some movie date with a girl instead of seeing MSI with my friend. Should have gone with my friend. I would have memorized, I would have remembered the MSI concert more than I would have that date with the girl, which I've forgotten about, really. Always take the concert.
His voice is mega irritating.
How do you like the spotlight, slag?
Nope, don't need that right now. Oh, it's the Grandma and Grandpa zombies. And I'm out of Mickey mode. Am I out of suckers? I got 1 lollipop. These dudes just take so much damage. Go, go, Juliet, go. Okay, we'll take him out of the fray. I bet Biophoenix in here knows about MSI. Maybe he knows about the left-rights as well. I can't play it on stream, but I'm gonna recommend something. After this stream, or whenever you want to, type in "I'm on Crack" by the left-rights. If you haven't seen the "I'm on Crack" music video, it's the greatest music video of all time. Okay, we're gonna do a Nick ticket. Did it! First time! Bro, those Nick tickets are a godsend in hard mode. You use 1 Nick ticket, and you have a chance on stopping on a revival. It's like a Phoenix down. Hold on. Making sure I don't forget anything. I still have to get those suckers and the hidden zombies.
I'm draining.
Your face gonna be a sweet do-rag.
That's such a great line. I forgot he's still attacking me.
Stage from all the cars in San Romero.
Oh my god. Total waste of a Volvo. OMG.
My ranking's probably going to be affected because I died so many times during the birthday cake.
Welcome to the big show.
The QTEs are so generous in this game. That's why I love it.
What a douchebag. Quit destroying
They give
shit
you
for
so
no
much
reason.
time.
My head's gonna explode.
Get out of my way.
Time to get hardcore, you zombie hunting slut.
Holy chainsaw. Okay. Some Metal Gear Rising shit going down right now.
Probably took him 3 hours to
Oh, I should have done the lollipop
find his
swap,
mohawk
whatever.
this morning.
Okay, the moment I get down here, we're gonna face off against Zed, so let me read some chat before we do that. By the way, is your chat set up on top comments or live chat? It says top chat. Sorry, I didn't know the difference. Let me fix that for you. What's the difference? Do they hide comments? Sad, I know the feeling with the concerts. I only know a few songs from MSI, but they are fun band. Oh, it filters out words? Top chat filters out words? What words? What words can't you say? That's funny. If you check out MSI, they've got so many great music videos. Shut Me Up. Shut Me Up is a classic. YouTube will hide comments with swears in them. No, all the fun words on a Lollipop chainsaw stream? Okay. Let's get into it. We're taking on Zed. He has 3 forms. All the bosses in Lollipop have 3 forms.
I'm gonna crush your face.
Except for the last boss, I think. He's the only one who doesn't.
I'm loving this shit. Your ass is mine. I love the smell of almost dead cheerleader in the morning. Yeah. Woo.
Torturing small animals? What kind of whack job waterboards Chip and Dale? That makes Skyliner here like the most uncoolest dude ever.
All right, let's rip into him.
Welcome to the big show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's super fast in that one. Will it filter out that word? Will YouTube chat do that?
Take this.
I only do jabs during boss fights because it really doesn't matter.
Fist your pants!
You want to get in the quick jab so you can get out.
This whore!
And the jabs do a sufficient amount of damage too.
I'm gonna crush your fucking face! Whoa!
Oh shit. We're already out of a lollipop.
Cocksucker!
Yeah, I got hit by that one.
Just do the man pawn for his man China.
Whore! Yeah! Crush your face!
Yeah, on hard mode it feels a lot like No More Heroes difficulty. Like, it does feel like I'm facing a true pseudo boss here. That's okay, I got plenty of Nick tickets, so I should be able to survive, I think.
I can't wait to see you die! Vanilla slut!
What dude pierces his belly button? Seriously.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa!
Whoa! He's coming down with those crashes. We got him halfway through phase 1 though.
Fucking bitch!
Honestly, this is rather tame for Jimmy Urine, some of the stuff he says.
Nice Green Day button collection, asshole.
Whoa! Crap! Stupid goose!
Juliet, give this dude a new asshole on his forehead.
Vanilla slut!
Ooh! He got me with that
Is my
parry. Okay, so that's a 2-phase move. I'll have to recognize that next time.
Nice Green Day button collection, asshole.
Oof! And then he goes up with the mohawk.
Is my art! Stupid goose!
Wait, is that glitter makeup?
Take this, whore!
Okay, Nick ticket, Nick ticket. Did it!
Hang in there.
Thank you, Nick. Good skills.
Fucking bitch!
Here we go. Phase 1 done. Phase 2 is going to be very weird because he has homing attacks.
Rockin'.
You think that hurts me? I just jizzed a little.
This is a great line. Oof.
Your mohawk looks
Okay.
like a rooster thingamabob.
I think you pissed your pants. Your pain is my art.
Destroy the speakers.
I'm gonna crush you. Ow! Eat my mohawk, you dirty slut! I'm loving this shit! Bitch, I can't wait to... Your pain is...
Woo!
Speakers!
I'm all about it!
Okay, big speaker time.
Fuck! Bring it on!
This shouldn't be too
Juliet,
bad.
let's fuck up that speaker.
As long as I dodge out of the way of these.
Yeah! Join me on stage
For
a
Death
Death
Jam!
Oh. Stupid goose!
Get it, get it, get it, get it!
Die, die!
Almost there.
Phase 2!
Damn it! Ooh, that one actually hurt a little bit. Yeah! Die, die, die! Yeah! I got a hard on for dead cheerleaders. Fuck! Die, die,
Woo!
He's trying to kill us?
Oh, got him!
yeah! Take this!
He's trying to kill us?
Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Die! Die! Die!
Oh, this sucks.
You die! Crap! Die! 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 Ow!
He's trying to kill us?
Bitch! Take this, whore! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
He's trying to kill us?
Almost there!
Yeah! Die, die, die! Eat my mohawk, you dirty slut! Fuck!
Ooh! He got me with that one. Okay, Nick ticket. Give me that Nick ticket. Nailed it!
So, you can do it?
Every time.
Oh, this sucks.
Shit! Eat my mohawk, you Barbie-looking slut! Fuck! Die, die, die! Yeah!
He's trying to kill us?
Take this, whore! Your pain is my art!
Give me that finisher. Give me that finisher.
Fucking giant letter bullshit.
Got him. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Let's read some chat. This dude needs more subs. Well, thank you, Every Grim Recordings. I doubt Suda stuff would. Oh, it wouldn't play well in 2020. I tried to make that point. I have a feeling he's gonna tone it down a little bit as he goes into his old age. Travis strikes again if that's any evidence of him toning it down. Who knows what No More Heroes 3 will look like. I hope he goes balls to the wall. I really hope he does. Don't change his style for anybody out there.
You did it.
Mr. Morikawa.
You managed to purify.
Even 7th Gen had edgy stuff like Splatterhouse. Yeah, I like that game. It's a tad unpolished, and having to sit through the QTEs every time is a bit annoying. But beyond that, it's a pretty solid game. It ends on a giant cliffhanger, too. I wish they would have followed it up with a better sequel. Kotaku probably had a field day with this game. I haven't looked. Honestly, back in 2012, I bet they would have enjoyed it. I think it's all about the cultural framework that you're operating in. So 2012, it wasn't as big of a deal, but now it probably would be seen as sexist or misogynist, but everyone involved seemed to have a good time. So, like Tara Strong, the voice actress of Juliet, loves this character. And James Gunn seemed like he was fun to work with back then, and pretty much everyone who's ever worked with James Gunn has nothing but nice things to say about him. They even defended him like when he was being canceled for his tweets. Yeah, James Gunn has a very edgy sense of humor. You will come to learn. I don't defend necessarily his jokes, but I defend his right to make them. He went a little too Pizzagate for my taste. 2012 was a different time. People thought the world was going to end back then. But it was 2020. 2020 was the correct year. Akimbo was taken. Miles had one joke to make at the end of that fight, and he did it. I think that was the purpose of naming him Zed. Maybe in an alternate take they did have the Zed's dead thing, but I was holding on to it. I was sitting on that joke. Hard mode is ridiculous. I died so many times. And completion time, 53 minutes. It's because the zombies are damage sponges. Like, Zed took forever. Zed's usually a 4-minute fight max. All 3 phases. But on hard mode, he's got like triple the health. Okay, we'll do one more. Then I'll probably play this on my own and finish hard mode. I'm not sure if I just have to kill Killabilly. Killabilly's the main boss. Like, if they just need me to kill him on hard mode, or do every stage on hard mode. But some of these levels will get ridiculously long. Like, once you get to the O'Bannon farm, that's really long. Fulci Fun Center isn't terribly long, but it's annoying. Cathedral's way long. So, we'll do Stadium. We're just having fun. This was not a planned stream. Bullet, what was your comment? Your comment was filter? Weak game journos with their woke-ass sheep mentality. I don't know. I don't know if they're all truly weak. Maybe they're just trying to keep their jobs. That's how I feel. You don't see a lot of outlandish journos, gonzo journalists out there. You don't see a lot of those guys because they don't toe the company line.
I don't want to be a fashion accessory, Juliet. This is my life.
You can't have, like, you can't afford to have more Jim Sterling's come up in the modern day. I swear to God, look at Jim Sterling's earlier reviews, his early articles and videos and stuff. He was as edgy as they came. Old Jim Sterling, I guess, wouldn't hang too well with the 2020 media. We'll just say that. Not particularly some, like, nebulous woke crowd. We'll just say media. Company. Corporate. Okay, that's what you need to be looking at. It's corporations trying to sanitize their image so they can have zero controversies and maximize their profits, okay? So think cynically in terms of capitalism, and you'll be on the right track. That's where I'm at. I don't think there's any corporation out there that has a vested interest in humanitarian causes whatsoever. You know, I'm kind of more on the cynical side, as there's no true altruist out there. There's no such thing as true altruism. I think whenever people make these interests, it's in terms of business. That's how I think. What's good for the business? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's just how I see things. I don't believe it when a corporation comes out there and pretends to care about human causes or political matters at all, unless it lines their pocketbooks. That's it. At the end of the day, if it's going to affect their bottom line, then they're going to come out against it. They'll do whatever is safest. And that's how a lot of businesses, YouTubers, celebrities, that's how they operate, okay? They got to protect themselves. The HR world, okay? The human resource machine that we live in. Together. But I think in doing all that, the real message of things gets muddied. You know, there's nothing wrong with fighting for human rights. There's nothing wrong with trying to better your position in life. Ever, okay? Nothing wrong with any of that. But whenever a corporation co-ops it, like when Coca-Cola comes out and co-ops a movement or something, that's when things get lame. And I think in that lameness, the true message of things gets muddied. And that's the sad part of it.
Kill him anyway.
I think if it's one thing I've learned about being an American my entire life and being around other Americans, it's we just don't like being told what to do or how to feel. And no matter what it is, like even if it's like a good thing, even like if it's matters of you know, a good cause, something to like the environment, taking care of your fellow man. If we're told to do that, that's whenever people start to get mad. So I'm kind of dancing in the middle here, but you've seen it if you've lived here long enough. That it doesn't matter what it is, what the topic is. There's always two camps. There's always a pro and a neg. And it's usually because people are pissed off with being told how to feel or being labeled or ostracized. And that's kind of like where we're at in 2020 is like there's been so many different things like mask, anti-mask, civil rights, unrest, people losing their jobs, corporations like preferring automation over the human worker, cutting retirement benefits, cutting health insurance. Like it's all of this is just a sick society coming to its natural conclusion is how I feel. And we're all mad about something. It's not one particular subject. Each one of us has something that matters to us. And we're all suffering together. And because we can't conceptualize who the true bad guys are, because we can't look that far up into the tower, climb that corporate ladder, and hold them accountable, because we have no means of conceptualizing where to take our frustrations with the world, we take it out on each other. And that's how I've always felt. Like whenever these like big divisive political things happen in the media, you know, I think the truth is somewhere else. You know, not conspiracy, not level. You know, I'm not thinking about secret one world government kind of things, but I certainly think it's to take the lower class, your middle class, your poor, turn them against each other. In the Colosseum known as the streets. And that's how it's always been. Tale as old as time. So I tend not to get wrapped up in that. I tend not to like get mad at my friends for saying stupid shit or getting mad at each other. You know, I tend to just be like, okay, let's wait for this to cool down. Let's wait for this to calm down a little bit. Then we'll talk. We'll talk to each other. But I'm more of a disenfranchised American, a disenfranchised. People always ask me like what my stances are on things, and I'm like, whatever I can do to have like health insurance and a job. Okay, I'm gonna start there. If I can just have a way where I'm able to retire and have good health insurance and a job, those are my three main things. If I can have my needs met, then I can start worrying about other things. If I can have food and the ability to save for something, and if something goes bad, I'm not an indentured servant to the medical industry. If I have those three needs met, then I can start worrying about everything else. And I feel like everyone else is pretty much in the same boat. Like, they don't want to deal with any other shit. They don't want to deal with the upcoming elections. They just want their basic needs met. And now we're in a time where our basic needs are not met on a global level. And everyone's living in fear, and they hate each other, and they call each other stupid for believing in one thing or another. Let's recognize for a second that we don't have our basic needs met in our society, and go from there. You ever hear of the term wedge issue? That's what our politicians do in America. I'm not on any side, okay? I'm on my side. That's what our politicians, their jobs are to create wedge issues, stuff that have no clear answer. There's never going to be a simple solution. It's always going to be, the wedge issues are the ones that hurt somebody in the end. So they put those at the forefront. They get two bases mad at each other, and they confuse the subject that, why do we have a two-party system? Why do we have just Democrats and Republicans? You know, why do we have ancient-ass skeletons running our country? Corporate assholes that have been career politicians for decades and decades, haven't changed shit. And that's how it runs in America. Every election cycle, it's like, I've been looking out for the American people. So it's just kind of a capitalist fantasy that people play into. Every year, it's the same. So I tend not to get mad at my friends. I don't go on Twitter. I don't start shaming everyone and burning all the bridges in my life. I just sit back and say, oh, here we are again. Same old shit. And if you've lived here long enough, you'll know it to be true. You can't trust your politicians, okay? That's maybe the one conspiracy that I buy into, is that our politicians are 100% in the pockets of big business. The American people cannot get a head up. You cannot elevate beyond your caste, if you will. If you were born poor, unless you like completely grind for the rest of your life and get lucky and have good health, you're pretty much going to stay in your caste. And the systems are in place to keep you where you're at. And so, of course, you get angry. You get angry at each other. But that's not where your anger should be. It's misplaced. You should be working together. That's how I see. But we've sold out our nation to Netflix. We sold out our nation to Disney. We sold it out to Walmart. Ma and Pa, like, COVID has wiped out every ma and pa shop that I used to shop at, restaurant, video game store. All the independent video game stores suffering. They suffer the most because they can't weather the storm. So as we come out of COVID, it's going to be a boring, sterilized corporate world. If the consoles haven't shown you that, how many third parties are signing up for Sony? How many companies have EA absorbed, then shuttered? Think about it. In the past 10 years, what have you been seeing? We're coming to our natural conclusion.
Do you want to have babies someday, Nick?
I think that's rather irrelevant.
I don't know, guys. I think
I don't know.
we're seeing the end of America as a superpower.
Baby.
Is how I feel.
Maybe.
Cool. 50% chance it will be a cannibal.
And I think you shouldn't be fighting with your neighbor. I think you should get to know your neighbor. Get to know your neighbor. And get to know your local politicians. I mean, nowadays you got every record, everything. You can go on websites and find out every bill that they voted on, every one that they missed. Like they tactically dodged so they don't have to vote on something, on amendments. Or all those writer ballots that they have. They have those like writer initiatives that they cram into other bills. Like, we have the most sneaky, underhanded system here in America. Like, historically, in my time, like, my family has voted Democrat, okay? We've been blue dog Democrats. You guys know what a blue dog Democrat is? Somebody who votes for the working class, for the workers' rights, for the unions. My family's been a union family as far back as I know. But the Democrat Party is not the same party it was. It's all the same. I think the lines have blurred. So this coming election cycle, I'm not voting. And I don't feel ashamed in saying that. I don't like either candidate. I don't like the two-party system whatsoever. And everyone can go out there and say, well, if you don't choose a candidate, one will be chosen for you. I'm going to come out and say it. The last election, I wrote in Bernie Sanders. I sure did. I wrote him in because it was stolen from him. The nomination was stolen from him. And that's how it's going to be. And then we're meant to feel guilty and acknowledging that candidates that would shake up the system, that would do something radically different than everything we've had before, are not allowed. And it's a joke that we're meant to feel bullied and shamed for believing in these candidates and wanting something new, wanting to emphasize healthcare and the importance of it, and how our entire society is sick, and how one little bad day, one little stroke of bad luck can ruin your life forever.
With a sharpened rattle.
And then we're supposed to, like, oh, you know, Hillary's owed, the Clinton dynasty's owed another election. Oh, and if you don't vote for her, you're voting for Trump by de facto. That shit is, that shame culture, that shaming you into doing something you don't agree with, is something I don't agree with. That's how all the people on Twitter and my friends and family were trying to paint this. Like, okay, well, your candidate was screwed royally out of a nomination, and he was embarrassed on the national stage, and they're gonna do it again. They did it again during this Democratic primary. You don't see Tulsi Gabbard getting platformed anywhere. And so they do it every year, and they go with the most stock, dumbass candidate that they could possibly muster. Somebody who's going to vote their way, vote in the corporate interests. Somebody who's not going to change up anything. So why participate is where I'm at.
Shopping just makes
Why
me feel better about
participate in
myself.
this ramshackle affair is where I've always been at. Actually, that's not where I've always been at. I used to be a bit more passionate. I used to believe in the system, but I'm totally at that disenfranchisement point where I guess activism and political unrest, I guess civil unrest, if you will, civil unrest is going to be our ticket out of this.
There it is, there it is.
It's going to be our Nick ticket out of this.
No kidding.
It's the only way change is going to come. Sorry to go off on a political tangent, but that people ask me all the time. They're like, what, who do you vote for? What do you believe in? I believe in my own interests first, okay? Making sure me and my family's taken care of. Is that okay to say that? Making sure that we have health insurance and savings for when bad things happen. Then beyond that, then I start to worry. I know we got a lot of Canadians in here. We got BioPhoenix. He's a Canadian. Your country's already solved that problem. Lee says, more Lollipop Chainsaw political commentary streams. I don't know if it was truly political. I was kind of dancing through my commentary there. I'm not trying to insult any particular party because I don't believe in insulting the opposite party. I don't believe there's a true evil party like they like to paint that. That one side's evil, one side's radical. I think what they do is they take the fringes from each side. They take the what they call the vocal minority or the radical fringe, and they put that at the forefront. They're like, see what the other side thinks? Both sides do this, and it's stupid. It doesn't get anything solved. Terry says, honestly, from what I've seen of American politicians, they all seem like extremists to me. Well, they have to. You can't just, I don't know, come out and get people impassioned for the middle road here. The people who turn up to the voting booths are the impassionate people. Like the right always shows up, and the left they tend to get disenfranchised because they've seen a lot of shit, and they don't show up to the voting booths. It's usually the elderly, the boomers, the ones that had it ingrained in them. I don't know how it's going to work with mail-in ballots because that's what's going on right now. Come November, there's going to be a whole bunch of mail-in ballots. That's not ripe for corruption. Every year, it's some new system to get people to come out and vote for a douche or a turd, as they say in South Park. It's same old shit every year. Lee says, I don't know if we've had an extreme left yet. It was pretty tame. Feels like it's an extreme right or extreme center. Bernie was pretty tame. Yeah, I think the bad thing about Bernie was he totally let people walk all over him in a time where there's extremist candidates. He just let people take his stage, and he would let people talk over him or try and like claim that he was some sort of I guess he had written some fictional piece back in college, and they tried to paint him as some sort of rapist and all that, and he just folded. And that was his problem. Like, he should have taken the DNC to court whenever they found out they were trying to fix the Hillary ticket there. He should have taken him to the court, but no. He endorsed him. He endorsed the status quo. Same shit happened this election. It's hard to find a candidate with a spine. Okay, this is going to be ridiculously hard here because of that point guard. I'm going to have to restart the last checkpoint. So I got to take out the point guard, and then I got to get 101 points. Hick Bumpkin Media. Am I a hick? I thought I was a big city boy. But I like that nickname. It's cute. I'm just gonna use the holy chainsaw. If I can.
Where'd all those rainbow thingies when you cut a zombie
God damn. They're breaking my guard here. Alright, let's reload that checkpoint, and I'm gonna use the holy chainsaw technique. Absolutely based Hikiko worldview. Yeah, I believe in just getting non-stop, what do they call that? The Andrew Yang thing? Universal income? Yeah, just give me that neat bucks. I'll take all the neat bucks and fuck off to my game streams forever. How about that?
Zombie basketball. Time your killing of zombies. How many points can you rack up?
There we go. That's how you rack them up. That point guard, though, is brutal. I think if I get enough at a time, he can't block them all.
3 points.
Ooh! And he volleys them back at you. Let's try and take out the point guard.
Where'd all those rainbow thingies when you cut a zombie in half come from?
From awesome.
Dude, he is just slamming me. I got a minute left. Not looking good, guys.
3 points. 3 points.
Oh! All those dunks, boy! Oh, God. All right, here we go. Gotta pull out the stops. All the stops. They're not gonna fight fair, so you just gotta pull out the Mickey time.
The zombies are getting slaughtered. Incredible game, Juliet.
The Mick DJ1, or is it DJC1, says the game's beginning kind of reminds me of the Toxic Avenger. Yeah, that is a good connection. Oakland says, I really wish Akira did more work for this game. I think that was WB's call. Like, there's a lot of Akira tracks, but you don't get to hear them because they put in all the licensed music. I gotta get that fuel. Hopefully I'm not missing any of those lollipops. We're almost to the Viking ship. We gotta do the stupid baseball first. And I know for a fact I'm gonna die on that baseball. It's rough, guys.
Looking good.
If you've ever played this game, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Ow, you bit my butt.
Sorry.
Not that I think Jimmy Ern's boss themes are bad. They're not. No, they're great. But they're very MSI. It just sounds like something he produced in Fruity Loops.
Running zombies?
That's a James Gunn joke. Nick Ticket.
Awesome.
Oh shit, it's the Grandma and Grandpa team. I gotta use it here because these Grandma and Grandpa guys, they just completely tear up your health.
Pop it.
Come on. I want to summon the boss. Summon the mid-boss. Whatever. There we go. There she is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm out of Lollipop. Shit. Okay. Oh shit, that was a good strat. So you can stun the big mid bosses like that. You can stun them and just go in for a one-hit kill. That's gonna save my life. Good strat on that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Out of suckers. But I think that was a checkpoint. Hey, there we go. And there's another one right there.
What the dick?
I'm getting lucky.
Phrase I invented. Do you like it?
Go, die, zombie scum. Ready? Okay.
Oh, these cheerleaders are tough. They have most of Juliet's melee moveset. And when you cut off their legs, they become even more vicious.
Now she has an intestine coming out of her vagina. Ugh.
Let's try the old tried and true. Oh shit! Go, 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 Juliet, go! Okay, we're just gonna try and take out this red one real quick. Oh shit. If I can just back her into that corner. Oh, we're screwed. Let's try one of, these cheerleaders are the worst. Okay, almost got her. Oh no! Yeah! The cheerleaders are some of the toughest mid-bosses because their hitboxes shrink after you cut off their you cut off their legs and then they do handstands, but their hitbox shrinks by half. And you can't decapitate them. Or you have to decapitate them before you cut off their legs. Otherwise, you can't.
Girls in Kenya have big butts.
Let me read some shit. Who influenced this game more, James Gunn or Suda51? I'd say Suda51, but James Gunn, he touched up the script. So the game was already in development. Suda came up with the concept. They had the engine, and there's actually another guy involved, which I'll talk about in my video. We'll talk about him. So look forward to that. The boyfriend head thing seems like the thing Suda would do. It feels way more like a James Gunn game than a Suda game. I would say in the dialogue it does, but there are some Suda-isms in there. I liked Lollipop Chainsaw, but I do think it really gave Suda and Grasshopper Manufacturer the lol so wacky title. I mean, he had that when he finished No More Heroes. By that time, he was known as the lol so wacky guy.
Retarded.
She dropped the hard R word.
Yeah. Cool. Kick ass. Totally awesome.
I would say that stylistically, Killer 7 put Suda on the map as like style over substance. Then No More Heroes was kind of a failure critically. I loved it, but commercially it was a failure. So he kind of got known as the lol so wacky lightsaber jackoff guy. At that point, whenever Lollipop was in pre-production, people are excited for the lol so random things. But if you look back at his earlier works, he was more avant-garde and experimental and very long-winded visual novels. He was known in Japan as the king of kusoge. Shit games. And perhaps he's still seen like that in Japan. He's more popular in the West, Suda is, than he is in his own home country. So take that for what you will. We're gonna load up on lollipops.
God, I love shopping. I found something. Let's go. Time to shop. There it is. There it is. Let's go. I wonder what they have.
You have to use them before you can buy another one.
Check this
In
out.
hard mode, at least. You can stock up to 5 on normal. Interviewer, hey, Suda, you want to make something again with James Gunn? Suda, no. He wouldn't say that. Actually, Santi, he actually still talks with James Gunn. They're still friends. And they, like, communicate through email. So, they will work together. Maybe, but James Gunn is going through a redemption arc from being canceled. So he's finishing up Suicide Squad, then he's doing another Guardians, I think. To be honest, this game makes you think of God Hand. Yeah, there's some God Hand movesets for sure. There's a lot of God Hand-isms about it. People miss the point of No More Heroes so hard. Yep. I said as much in my video. How fucked are Kusone now that Microsoft owns Bethesda? Alright. For anyone out there thinking that Microsoft's making a giant world-shattering decision by purchasing Bethesda, let me tell you, they made one of those decisions when they bought Minecraft, and Minecraft came out on everything. Microsoft is not the company that's going to completely hoard exclusives. Just not in their blood at the moment. So if you think that you're not going to get the next Doom on PS5 or the next Elder Scrolls game on PS5 or Switch or what have you, you're dead wrong. It's coming out. Will they get a bigger share of the development and or the profits? Yes. They will get a bigger lion's share of it. In that respect, they're smart. Sony, if anything, is suffering more. They're damaging a lot of third-party relationships. Their exclusives are waning. They're already dipping into the remake well cross-generational things. Like, it's harder. Think about it this way. If you were a developer and you were entering into this next generation, and we'll say the PS4 has millions of systems out there already, an install base of millions. The PC has an install base of billions, right? The Switch has an install base of millions. Are you going to just completely leash yourself against Sony and the PS5? Are you going to completely constrict yourself in your market for an exclusive in this modern age? Probably not. Okay, exclusives are a foreign concept in 2020, I think. The line's blurred. And if you're a developer, you're not going to want... Unless Sony's paying you, unless Sony is funding you completely, there's no benefit to being exclusive anymore. So, Microsoft's ahead of the curve in that regard. I hope you're right, says Terry. I mean, you don't see too many exclusives out there that are going to stay for long. I think Microsoft said they were going to honor the Ghostwire deal. So all the exclusive content or the time releases that they have in place, they're going to honor. Then after that, it's the floodgates are opening. So in a sense, they're winning by saturation. Horizon getting a PC port, yep. There's nothing to fear. Time's gonna just be the death knell for Sony. They've got to come out there and they've got a list. I mean, think of it. Sony has a list of dead franchises and IPs that they own that they're doing nothing with. And they could just honestly just as easily re-release those same games through an emulator. They could be making up this back end, but I just don't know what their strategy is. Doesn't seem like PSVR is at the forefront of the PS5, which is a shame because the PSVR was the best thing about last generation. Hands down.
It would be really cool if I could implant an MP3 player in your forehead. A boyfriend and an iPod all in one. More room in my purse.
So, I don't get it. I don't see a major reason to upgrade to the PS5. They never justified why you need the PS5. Solid state hard drive? Okay, bro. I guess fast loading times are enough for people. I like loading times. I like going to make a sandwich or getting some snacks or taking a piss. Loading times never really bothered me, bro. But okay, SSD, ray tracing, those are the only two buzzwords I've heard about PS5. I'm just not sold on it. Will I buy one? Probably. Probably for the channel.
Legs again, even if they are really slow.
But I'm just not eager about it, man.
God, Nick, that was so hard.
All the good shit's coming out in like 2021, 2022 anyways, so I would say more in the 2022 and beyond realm. So, oh, I missed the golden one. I missed the golden one. Shit. Shit. I just saw that golden one. God damn it. Hopefully it'll restart me from the one before. If not, it's whatever, but I saw the golden one. It was right there. Okay, well, fuck that.
Strike twice. Strikes like 18.
I hate that there's no chapter select in this game. That really bugs me. Santi Perry says, I won't buy a PS5 or Xbox or even a Switch, so yeah. PS2 Slim, that's a solid choice. Mr. Greedius, what about the audio? I've had 5.1 surround sound since the PS2 days. Surround sound in a visor? Okay. Mark Cerny wants to know info about your ears. Right. He wants you to take a photo of your ear. I'm sure that's not gonna completely die off. Like, they'll do one thing, one gimmicky thing for it, and then just kill it off, like the eye toy and the move, and they just have a whole track record of gimmicky things. They added a music player but no chapter select. That's true. What about haptic feedback? That doesn't impress me. Like, the Nintendo Switch tried to come out with HD Rumble, and it doesn't feel all that different from regular vibration. Maybe it's my hands. You know, I've gripped a lot of things in my day, but HD Rumble just feels like regular Rumble to me. Capcom does have physical copies of Special Edition for pre-order. Okay, that's good to know.
Chainsaw Dash.
I don't know. This generation just isn't for me yet. I hope to be proven wrong one day, but I just don't. I think corporations have gotten greedy to the point where they don't have to innovate anymore. We're at the innovation end of the line for innovation. We're gonna get diminishing returns in our consoles from here on out.
I feel like singing It's Raining Men.
I will say the PS4 did feel like a substantial upgrade compared to the PS3, because the PS3 was one of the most dog shit performing consoles I've ever had. The cross-media bar would freeze and hang during play. Like, if you ever wanted to check a trophy or switch applications. So I will say the PS4 was a substantial upgrade in that regard. Having more RAM seemed to be of benefit to it, but I don't see it with the PS5. I'm just not seeing it. If any of you guys out there have a killer app in mind, and it can't be Demon's Souls. I'm sorry, but Demon's Souls is not cutting it for me. I love the game. I loved it on the PS3, but I'm like 50% excited because I already know what's in store for me because I've beaten the game several times.
Yay, my present. What are you looking at now?
Well, I hope it's torso and legs and stuff. Not a dick.
Got him.
Can't get this Katy Perry song out of my head. Oh, what a terrible way to die.
Ow! Lightning feels like ass.
That lightning is super fast in hard mode. It zapped me more times than I've ever been zapped. Jeez Louise. Yeah, Series X is pretty much the only console out of the two that is doing anything interesting, in my opinion. Backwards compatibility is important. Otherwise, we're going to lose a whole generation of games.
I see the ship.
It's going to be a while before you see something like the PS2 Classic, and especially the PS3 Classic, guys. You got to realize that. Emulation isn't perfect yet. Even, like, all the people who come out and lambaste me for not using PCSX2 to solve all my preservation woes, it's not the same. And it's not perfect either. There are plenty of games on PCSX2 that don't work,
Nice jump.
that have just as many issues.
Ooh, I
Sony
can't wait
could
for
do it
this
if they
shit.
wanted
Gotta
to.
stop with this.
Cordelia's like
PS3 especially isn't there. There's a ton of PS3 exclusives, especially if you're interested in JRPGs.
Zombie baseball. Aim and shoot.
I'm gonna pause it here and get a drink real quick.
Home run.
Gotta drink. Kombucha. We're cracking that kombucha because this is the hardest part. This is the hardest part on easy mode. It's the hardest part on normal mode. I don't even know what it's going to be like here on hard. Oh, yeah. Read a little shit. We cracked the kombucha, guys. PS4 is a good system for Japanese exclusives. It's the reason why I bought one. Gravity Rush and Last Guardian for sure. But even stuff like Nier Automata came out on Xbox and PC. Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts. Like Microsoft near the end were adopting more and more third-party Japanese games. And they started off strong with D4, with Crimson Dragon, with Phantom Dust, RIP, Scalebound. They started off strong. Let's see. Hey, Kiko. Do you think we'll get a Vanillaware games 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Dragon's Crown, Oboro Muramasa on PC and Steam? I don't know. I would say Odin Sphere would be a natural fit. Just get Odin Sphere up there and see what happens. But Vanillaware is a tiny company. George has worked with the same crew since, I think, the Sega Saturn days. George Kamatani. Right now I'm playing 13 Sentinels. My girlfriend picked it up. I'm helping her out. It's an RTS, like front mission. It's good though. Beautiful game. But Vanillaware, maybe Dragon's Crown and Odin Sphere. That would be like the most natural picks. I'd probably choose Dragon's Crown first if I had to pick because of the multiplayer aspect. So I don't know what their deal is with Sony to keep their shit exclusive. So maybe Sony's the person in the way, the middleman for that. But yes, I would love to see it. Let's see. PS4 is a good EDF Yakuza machine. Yeah, EDF started off on PlayStation, or was it the Super Nintendo game? I think it was like PS2. They had the Simple Series ones. But in the West, the first mainstream EDF game came out on 360. It's a shame that Microsoft doesn't have EDF on there. It'd be a good way to get some of the normies into Japanese games. But yeah, I bought EDF 5. I bought the physical copy from Japan, and it has like an English patch, Asia English. Let's see. Infinite Undiscovery, Lost Odyssey especially. Doesn't Atlas publish Vanillaware? I thought they were just butt blasted after Muramasa did really bad on Wii. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Did 13 Sentinels come out in the West packed with Dragon's Crown like it did in Japan? No. No, it didn't. Sony wants you to double dip, I'm sure. I already have Dragon's Crown, the Steelbook. PS2 version of Odin Sphere was insanely hard, yeah. Leaf Racer is great, though. We got the big box one. I'll have to show that off sometime. Okay, ready for the worst part of Lollipop Chainsaw? I'll do this, I'll fight the second boss, and we'll call it on this cool stream, okay? So get your questions in, get everything you want in, and you're going to watch this misery. The baseball section sucks because it's an escort mission. The goal here is to protect Nick as he runs 3 laps. He's got to get 3 laps to win the game, and zombies constantly attack him. And so I don't know how it's going to go. I got to shoot him.
The game starts with the home team losing by an overwhelming amount of runs.
Let's give my new present a test run.
The trick here is to turn off auto-aim, because auto-aim always snaps to the zombie you don't want it to hit. And when zombies start to crowd, it just gets frustrating. So just constantly fire, no matter what. Now Nick's going to show up, and he's going to run the bases 3 times.
Here I go!
Blaster. You're not getting in the way of my Nick.
So you just kind of got to anticipate where they're going to go. And they're just running like crazy. Sparkle hunting kind of gets in the way because it distracts you, I think. And you also have to be strafing to collect more ammo. No matter where you're at, though, they're going to run at Nick. And the sensitivity sucks. It really sucks. Oh God, look! I'm out of ammo. And we got a rare pitcher here too. Uwe. I haven't collected him yet. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nick's already down. You run out of ammo real quick. Okay, one more. And we got crawlers. We got crawlers. We got cheerleaders. No. Okay. They want Nick dead. Or more dead.
You're gold.
Woo! Oh, we might do it. I can't believe it. Oh no! No! We did it! Oh my God! We came down to the count, guys. You don't know how rare that is to get the baseball in one try. I pulled out my Nicky and I chopped off their heads. It couldn't have gone more better. That is awesome. I'm glad to end the stream on a high note because that baseball can ruin your life. If you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about. That baseball segment sucks. We got it the first try on hard mode. All those cheerleaders, we had some rare zombie come out, like a super powerful buffed up zombie. First try, holy shit. I'm happy with that. That just made my day. If you leave a bad Yelp review, does he kick your ass? What am I missing here? Apparently, Uwe Boll owns a restaurant now, and people say it's really good. I've never had a problem with Uwe Boll. All of his movies are really funny. Go watch Postal, and go watch the Rampage trilogy. They're legitimately good movies in their own right. Also, subscribe to Uwe Boll's YouTube channel. I guarantee your boy Hikiko, tell him Hikiko sent you. You will get a laugh. Like, this guy does not give any fucks, and he'll say whatever's on his mind, and he will trash every mainstream Marvel movie out there. He's so hilarious. He's brutally honest. And the way he says it with his German accent is like the icing on the cake. Uwe Boll is based. I don't care. I'm saying it. I love Uwe Boll. He also kicked the shit out of Low Tax, which was funny to watch. All old goons out there will know what I'm talking about.
There's no way. Those things are death traps.
Uwe Boll has a YouTube channel called Uwe Boll Raw. Raw. R-A-W. Raw. Like Gordon Ramsay, it's raw. That's his channel. Go subscribe to him.
Time to shop.
They say I don't I don't promote my friends' channels. I promote my friend Uwe Boll's channel. Okay, we're gonna fill up here, and then I think it's boss time.
I wonder what they have.
I'm surprised I made it this far in hard mode, man.
There it is. There it is.
We'll get a new costume, too. I'm close. I'm gonna save up for the maid costume.
Okay, then.
Raw as in war. Yes, like the Attitude Era. Wrestling's degenerate, and I would never watch it, okay? That's my stance. I don't watch wrestling. Anymore, at least. This is a 3-phase boss fight. It's rough. Especially when he becomes a decapitated head. Voiced by Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
We are Vikings on down. We like to drink and fuck.
Vikey is his name. No. I hit the wrong button. I want to lock on. Yeah, he can do a lot of combo breakers. He's got that defense stance.
This lightning is fucked up.
Ooh! I should have dodged that one. He has a much bigger hitbox than Zed, so he's not terrible. Phase 2 won't be as bad, I don't think.
Shoot that fat bastard.
Woo! Dodge that double lariat. Zangief style.
This lightning is fucked up.
Whoa! Hell yeah. Grab it. Yeah, I might as well use that lollipop. It's not gonna benefit me to hold on to it.
This lightning is fucked up.
We're almost done with phase 1. Oh, he got me with that double lariat. Thankfully, it didn't do too much damage. Oh, here we go, phase 2. Or it's not phase 2, is it? I know it's the shooting phase. I need blaster bullets, like, badly. Ooh, shit! There's some blaster bullets right there. And he's throwing those zombies at me. His homing crew! Okay, they're homing. Can't dodge. Gotta shoot. Whoa! I'm gonna need more blaster bullets here. Jump. Okay. Spawn some blaster bullets for me, please. Please. I'm begging you. Oh, I see those barrels over there. No, Juliet. Don't dash him. Bad move.
Lightning has always freaked me out.
Okay, that's how you unlock. I was like, how do I lock off? Or unlock, I should say. You don't call it lock off, you call it unlock. Alright. Woo! You should be at the finish mode. There we go. Phase 1.
Oh, you've got a lot of gall, little girl. Don't tell me that's it.
Whoa! 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 Phase 2 is a joke. Oh! Phase 2 is a joke. Now I gotta find more barrels.
Oh, great. Double our fucking trouble.
Dude, I'm out of... Whatever. Phase 2 is a joke. Phase 3 is gonna kick my ass, though. I gotta get some bullets. I don't know how I'm gonna win. Big floating head.
The gods in me blood.
Ah, shit. I'm all out of bullets. And it's just Pong. It's just Pong, guys. Whoa. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Kill that head!
Oh! That was too close for comfort. He's gonna slow down. Oh, get out of here, get out of here. Oh! He's firing his laser! He's firing his laser! What the fuck? Oh, he fired it! He shooped the whooped all over my ass. Goddamn. Ready for it? We did it! Nail it every time! Oh, shit. Finish him! Finish him! Shit! Finish him! Finish him! I can't get over there! Finish him, Juliet! Damn it! That's right! Oh! That got brutal near the end. I was not expecting that mouth laser.
It's not my day.
No place to dodge if he gets you, like when he's sliding across there. No place to run.
Impossible! I can't be beaten by a little girl. I'm a warrior.
I hear Viking brains are good for the complexion.
And then she does the big punt. There we are. I think that was a pretty good, cool stream. Hard mode is brutal. It lasted... Where are we at right now in time? We are like 3 hours in? That's insane. I didn't mean to play for this long. It says we are 3 hours 25 minutes. My God. Alright, let me read some chat here before we close it out. Say goodbye. Give my shout outs. This will be in the Cool Stream playlist, so if you go on the channel, you can go to playlist, Cool Stream, and it'll be there for you. Okay. I missed a lot. Thank God there are no ring outs here. That would have been an awful design decision. Yeah, for the boss fights. The Mick DJC1 says, asking everyone, which is your favorite game of the Suda trying to get mainstream success trilogy? This one, Killer's Dead, or Shadows of the Damned? I'd go Shadows of the Damned, Lollipop Chainsaw, Killer is Dead at the bottom. Yep, that's how I feel. I love Shadows of the Damned the most, says BioPhoenix. Yep. Great soundtrack, great characters, fun design. I can play it over and over. Lollipop I can too. Killer is Dead, I only want to play it once. I'll return to it every couple of years. It's okay. Mr. Greediest, dodge rolling bosses before it was mainstream. Yep. Bullet says Shadows of the Damned is likely my least favorite. Huh. Why do you feel that way? Santee says, I only play Killer 7 and Flower, Sun, and Rain and watch the gameplay of No More Heroes 1 and 2. What? Go play No More Heroes 1 and 2. Don't just be watching gameplay of it. Play it for yourself. Get it on Wii. Play it on the Wii. Don't play the PS3 or the Japanese 360 versions. Don't play those. Get a Wii. Get a Wii U. Either one. Play it the way they were meant to be played with the Wiimote. Don't let me down. Do not fuck this up. Get a Wii. Get No More Heroes 1 and 2 and play them for yourself. Don't be watching no Let's Players. Golly. Santa Puri says, also that Masafumi soundtrack, the PS2 version of the OST is great. Yeah, the PS2 Flower, Sun, and Rain is by far 100 times better than the DS one. The MIDI soundtrack on the DS, the poor compression, the terrible graphics, the bloated mini games. I covered it in my video. You know how I feel. I don't have a Wii, bro. They're $30. Get a Wii. $30. Get a Wii. Get No More Heroes. What? $5, $7. Get that. You're good to go. I mean, you'll understand why it's worth playing on the Wii once you've tried it and you get it. He designed it from the ground up with the Wii in mind. Play it, please. Argentina is a poor country, you know. Oh, okay. Well, you got the third world on your side. I will give you a third world pass. You got a third world pass from me. If there was a way I could get you a Wii, I would. I don't know. Especially in COVID world. No More Heroes is $7. Yeah, it's pretty cheap everywhere I've looked. Or you could at least soft mod your own Wii. Get a Wii and soft mod it. Get a Wii U and soft mod it. Play it that way. Or hopefully they will make that HD collection. I'm not holding my breath. The time for Suda to release an HD collection, that window would have either been before Travis Strikes Again or right now. Right now before No More Heroes 3. Those are the two windows. And we haven't seen it. No hide, no hair, nor hair of a No More Heroes HD collection. I don't think it's happening, at least right now. Maybe after No More Heroes 3, but I don't see that game succeeding. Unless it's multi-platform, of course. Even then, I don't know. The Mick DJC1 says, here in Spain, I bought it for €6 new years ago. And now it's like $20. Yeah, it's because assholes like Hikikomori Media made videos on it on YouTube, right? We inflated the price. Is that how it goes? I honestly think a lot of it's to do with games are so boring nowadays. Like, they're so samey and saturated that people are actively seeking out the old stuff. That's my hope and dream, is that people are starting to wake up and realize what they've given up, what the industry has left behind, if you will. And they're going back and rediscovering the classics. So, good. That's a good thing. People want to go back to a magical time. Yep, me too. Anyway, there's a certification on No More Heroes 1 for the Switch and PS4. That'd be cool, as long as it's not Heroes Paradise, that ugly graphic style and terrible frame rate. I don't know. Heroes Paradise isn't the worst, but it's like the director's cut of Deadly Premonition. Yeah, it's certainly not as good as the very vanilla 360 version, you know? Okay. Anything else? Any more questions before I bid you farewell? I will see you all next time. This will be in the Cool Stream playlist. Hopefully I'll be back with a brand new video very soon. Very soon. See y'all next time.